Hello, and welcome to another riveting episode of Damsels in Dicestress. A bunch of actors playing...
I have to practice this really hard. There we go. Cool.
Playing Dungeons and Dragons for funsies. So much fun. I've been having so much joy. At the table we have... Everybody? Morne, Putman Trimmer.
Correct.
Maijai, Hibbard, and Taya Campbell over.
Yes.
And
Playing.
you are?
And I'm Lyndon Rufus Winters. I am a dungeon master. And our actresses, whatever, are playing.
Actors?
Actors.
Actors, not a gender.
Whatever. Anyway, they're all playing different characters. They're playing
I like that there is a gender neutral
Rosalind.
one. Chose the gendered one for the table where there are two gender queers.
And so, anyway, as I was saying, we've got Rosalind Penhallow, a pick-me girl from Bledlow, who's just got engaged to a lovely viscount in London.
Do you know what this is reminding me of? You know that scene in Shrek where the mirror is like, Bachelorette number 1,
Oh
Bachelorette number 2, Bachelorette number 3.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is.
In the middle, Talia Bronton,
Bronton.
lady of ill repute and...
Doesn't that mean that I'm a whore?
No, but she's just got ill repute.
She does. That's not wrong.
She has ginger hair. Is she possessed by Satan? We don't know. Some others think she is. Finally, speaking of people with mothers...
Oh, I get it.
How dare you actually in this moment in time?
Anyway, as I was saying...
When she came to terms with that loss, now she's just got to grieve somebody else instead. It's fine.
Wait, what's your character called? Agatha. Agatha Pentecost. A weak little urchin.
We've been playing for over a year, and he...
Whatever.
I mean,
A weak little urchin.
Yeah. She's a very sickly child, but recently...
urchin.
Agatha in her Gavroche era.
A sickly...
I'll give
Mouse
you
call.
My name's Gavroche.
Mouse core.
A sickly girl from the countryside. Has moved to the big city and seems to have regained some of her health.
Yeah, you've not been sick in ages.
After a little run-in with the
Poisoned
frogs.
anymore.
Intro. And we're back. Everyone's really looking forward to playing. There's a lot of joy at this table. Everyone's excited for planning a wedding, I believe. Very soon. And so last we left you off, you were departing company, leaving Miss Rosalind Penhallow in the safe care of the Viscount Edward Sullingham at his manor house on Park Lane. And the other two to go wherever the fuck they want.
I'm drinking. Slowly.
It's 12 o'clock somewhere. Or was it 5 o'clock? Whatever the saying is.
12 o'clock. Or midday.
Yeah, well,
The
that's...
acceptable time.
It is. It is acceptable time, yeah. It's after midday.
It's better than, what, 8 in the morning? 9 in the
I
morning?
feel like it's around about 9. Sometime after 9 now.
And then I get bored and I put it down and I'm like, oh, I don't actually want to do that.
Character growth.
So I just start pouring out. Pour one of them out in a place that I know he'll see where I've poured his wine out on the floor.
In his driveway. On his front step.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably like £200 worth of wine. In today's money. About £2 back then.
Well, I'm just going to start walking in a direction.
Mm-hmm. Sure. You leave?
I'm just going to follow.
And you're left alone with the consequences of your own actions. And a little bit of blood on the door floor that you almost stepped in.
Now, if we might see about getting a proper room made up for my brother.
Yes, of course. I'll sort something secure out of him with a little more comfort.
Thank you. And I suppose one for myself also.
Yes, absolutely. Possibly we already have the room you had last time should be more than suitable for you. Perhaps we can place your brother in the room beside you.
Yes.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That card. Wait, sorry. I'm going back to the card.
Card.
Mhm. The
The
card.
card that was in
Oh.
my book.
Mm-hmm.
I brought my book back with me, like, when we played, like, back in April. I've had my book with me. So has that card been in there since April? Or did you put it in, like, this morning?
I don't know.
Sorry. That was very...
I mean, I do know. I'm just not telling you.
Huh.
I feel like you would have seen it if you had it back
I
in with
think
you.
you did it this morning.
Probably, yeah.
Alright, okay.
Maybe.
I just freaked out for a moment then. Okay. Sorry, go back.
So we are getting room sorted out.
Mm-hmm.
Might I go and tell Archibald?
Yes, of course. And, nobody else knows that he's down there in my household.
Right.
So
Your household in general
is unaware
yes.
of the I want to say mission. That's probably a better word, but
I
of my goals and
endeavour to
whatever.
behave as I was before. A guest in London.
Yes.
And I'll go past him back down to Archibald.
Mm-hmm.
We're having a room made up for you, a proper one. You can get out of this horrible place.
Okay. Are you truly well?
No. I've actually never been worse. But I promise you're going to be okay. And that's what matters. Things are going to return to normal soon.
I don't see how they possibly could.
Well, you can get a bit of rest at least.
Yes.
And I'll just wait. I'll wait with him until something comes. Tell him.
Sure. You guys making your way through the streets of London, back to your headquarters?
Sure. And who do we pass on the way?
Lots of people. Everyone's now moving about for work. It's pretty busy now. So there's, various, just a bit of everything. So there's carts being moved around full of produce of various types. There's beer deliveries being made, so big horses with big barrels and whatnot. There's fancy carriages trotting up and down with who knows who in them. Little boys running around shouting out about news and whatnot, trying to sell little flyers.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta keep walking to wherever I end up.
And little Agatha keeping up beside you.
Where do we end up?
You tell me, Agatha.
I want to go back to your brother.
Okay, we'll start heading back then.
Yeah, you can just guide Talia back, like this way, whatever. For long, guess an hour perhaps of walking. Find yourself back there. Let yourself in. As you're entering the main room, there's a lot of, you can hear a lot of talk, there's some raised voices, you can hear a lot of sort of movements as people are just sort of moving around. You enter the room and everyone's there just sort of yappa yappa yappa, as the kids are wont to say.
Jonathan, your mouth looks like a rat.
Yeah, that's what you walk in on Albert's saying to Jonathan. No, it's like, well, we must go back and get them. This letter's pure foolishness.
Do I hear him say the word letter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll be like, how did you get the letter?
You threw them at me, so I gave them to everyone. I thought maybe that's what you wanted.
Oh. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I guess that's too late now.
Are we gonna rescue her?
She doesn't want to come back.
That's what the others said, but they're not happy either. Well, they don't know what to do. They said he's too powerful. Are you okay? You've got blood on your hand.
It's not mine.
Oh, good. Ah, you're back. Thank goodness. Did you find her? It is true then. And I take it by the fact you've come back alone, you were too late. I do not know what to do. She has walked herself into the hands of the enemy. As little as we know about him.
Is there any way of taking away his power?
Taking away his...
Where does it even come from?
We don't know. Lucas thinks he may have struck some sort of deal with some sort of demonic being. It is possible. In which case, that power would need to be rescinded.
How do we make that happen? Oh, and also apparently we're all going back to Bledlow.
Back to Bledlow?
To announce the wedding, of course.
Ah. Well then perhaps we can... This is our moment to cut them. If we can get to Rosalind's mother before they do, then perhaps...
Is everybody here stupid? Obviously there's a reason he wants to go back to Bledlow. He's not just happening to go back. So what is it? What is it that we don't know about there? What is it among all the things that you've never fucking told us? What is it? What is it that we don't know about? Why does he want to be there?
I suppose her father's collections in his study, I suppose, he has a secret study in the basement that he keeps a number of objects that are important to him. I can only imagine he wants to get access to those if he's seeking the power of her family. And Howard is no better. No worse. So far, we haven't been able to get anything out of him that is making sense. I think we all just need to keep calm heads right now. Nothing is going to move quickly. A marriage of this size and importance, we could potentially have months before we are beyond the point of no return. We have time.
That's what she said to me. She said she was buying us time.
Everybody's insane.
I don't like it either.
Is it true then? Archibald was there? Did you see him? Was he well?
How well can one be when they're locked in a cage?
Alive at least then.
Lucid at least.
Sorry?
Lucid at least.
Lucid is good. It's good.
Confused. Doesn't really understand what's going on. Maybe people should learn from the fact that everybody goes out of their mind when they find out people are talking about magic.
That's why we don't tell people.
You're all impossible.
Well, I guess right now we just need to come up with some sort of long-term plan. If Rosalind appears to be safe, and I presume she is, or you would not have left her in the short term. We need to consider... Did he give anything away? Who he is? Why he's doing this?
Not even to Archibald. He only spoke about the ring, and then once he'd seen the ring, he basically left him alone. Of course, he's not likely to say anything to me. Although he seems to want me to understand where he's coming from and say that the means justify the end.
I see. Well, I hate to say it, but perhaps Rosalind is in a position to be of some use. The way she's... Well, we have no choice, I suppose, anyway.
That's what she said, that she would try to investigate and then feed back to us with the stone, with letters.
She's such a headstrong girl.
Did she take the stone with her?
It was in my message.
Well, I assume so.
Oh, well, I can't help but think that she is a most foolish girl. But we work now with the situation that we've been given, so we need to establish some line of communication with her. We need to truly discover who this Viscount truly is, what his goals are, why he is so obsessed with the Penhallow family.
Or we just kill him.
And if we've already sorely misunderestimated his power, if we have misunderestimated it more, we could all simply be wiped off the face of the earth.
Well, at least then we wouldn't have to deal with it.
Talia, I understand this is going to be difficult for you. Take whatever time you need. But right now our priority should be providing some sort of safety for Rosalind. I know you probably feel she may have betrayed you, but that's no reason to abandon her.
I'm not the one who abandoned.
I understand. She has. Yes, very foolish, but it is done.
I'll attempt to set up an anonymous letter sending. Somehow I'll work it out, just so that we're still in contact with her. Lucas, you can contact her with your stone, or if you want to pass that on to me or Talia or...
Yes,
and...
Of course. Here. You simply...
Thank you.
Do you have to attune to the stone? I think you do.
I think so. But it's only like...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need... Hold it in your hand for an hour or so, and then you'll be able to use it. Simply concentrate on it and will your words into the stone, and they'll go to the other stone. It's a fairly simple...
Alright, thank you. She also said about a post boy. She said maybe use the hat for that to disguise. I suppose one of us can try that.
We'll have to presume that the Viscount will monitor all communications. Even... Yes, I don't know, writing in some sort of code would probably just have it removed. Would have to be...
I'll just have to figure it out. Just give me time to think.
You can do it, sis. People said sis back then.
Get your head in the
I just need some time to rest and think. And if anyone has any ideas, please let me know. And I know you don't like this, but I don't want to push you. But we need to... I just need to...
Need to what?
Just do as she says.
I'm going out.
Is that wise, Talia? Perhaps take some time to cool off first.
No. Being around all of you is making me want to kill someone more than I already do. So perhaps I should go be around people who might actually understand me.
Please, take Agatha with you then. Take somebody with you. I can go with her. If you want.
Of course.
And Agatha too? Or?
Yes, there's actually something I need to ask. Sorry. Taya, stop reacting. Sorry. There's something I need to ask Madam B, so...
Oh, that's good. I need to go home to work anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, you've been here for a while.
I have been. I've been neglecting my duties.
Aren't you going to get in trouble for that?
I might get a little spanking.
What a shame that would be.
Goes red.
How's that sound?
I don't care. Are we leaving? Come on then.
Alright.
Cool. You head off. I let you go. Let you go.
As if they could stop you.
As I allow you to pass.
That was really giving Edward and Twilight when he's like, as if you could outrun me.
Guess we'll find a carriage.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, you get a carriage over back to Ratcliffe. It's been a while. Well, it's been 4 days, but
It's been a while for us. It's been fucking ages in our life.
Yeah.
yeah, you get there. Knock on the door. Richard opens it. Sees the three of you. So, the prodigal son returns, eh? Why did he sound a bit Australian?
Velvet Masquerade.
Yeah. Sorry, I lost track of time. I'll go and give my apologies to Madam Beatrice. Oh, well. Come on in now. Now it's really stuck in my head.
Come on in then.
Sorry to any Australians.
Now I can't speak. His voice isn't going to come out.
You just speak a bit as him first.
It's
yeah.
a bit
Right,
cockney.
Richard, yeah. He's like all
Richard
down
is
here.
The masquerade wool.
He is the masquerade wool.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, so you're both looking a bit glum.
Yes, my girlfriend's decided to propose herself to somebody else.
Well, that does happen, I suppose. Who?
Well, there's one of us missing.
Oh, I meant, who did she propose to?
The Viscount, of course.
I mean, it could be worse, right?
No.
Oh. Well, I presume you're here to see Madden, not the delights of my company.
Oh, I do. But
I'm just sort of here to be here. Everybody else needed to be punched in the face, so I thought I'd best leave them.
well, why don't you just fight with Richard for a bit?
I don't think he wants to lose any more teeth.
Oh no, I'm ready for you this time. We could do a little sparring if you want.
Just
go easy on me.
Just to take your mind off things for at least a little while.
Teach you a couple of moves.
And I'm gonna head to Madam B's
Mm-hmm.
office.
Sure. Her office is her bedroom.
Oh, her bedroom. Okay,
Yes.
her bedroom.
Her boudoir is her office.
Okay. I didn't know she had like a
You can say
bedroom and like a
girlfriend back then.
study. Yeah, you said girlfriend.
Oh.
We just decided at the end of the moon, but people said girlfriend back then.
Yeah.
Or at least these girls did.
In real life, they replace it with however they would phrase it. I just don't.
Just don't think they do. You just don't.
less
You
than your
either
mother.
simply know someone or you're engaged to them. That's it.
Yeah, that
There's
is
no in
it,
between
yeah.
stage. Yeah,
My beloved.
they're out walking. Is the thing, isn't it?
Walking out with.
Whatever. No one asked your
I'm not
opinion.
here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to knock.
Traitorous slut.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Knocking on the door.
We come in.
Excuse me.
I'm knocking on the door.
It's the sort of thing that Agatha would say to the door.
She would not. She'd just be like, excuse me, I'm knocking on the door. Martha was like, knocking is too hard on your delicate knuckles.
Yeah, I'll let myself in.
Thomas is next to you as well. Ah, our little lovebirds return to me. You bring back my favourite employee?
I hope he's not in trouble.
Just perhaps a little one. Oui?
I have to ask you something, but Thomas, is it alright if you leave, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. If it's, lady stuff, I get it. I'll, let myself out. Sorry for being away. Yes, quite alright. I don't know what accent I'm
Wow.
Shh. Well, what is this,
Do you have anything that can stop you from getting pregnant?
we have a number of, herbs, etc. You have not come to me before now?
I didn't think to come before now.
Oh, well, let's hope it is not too late for you now. Oui, I should have some here. And she sort of rumbles around in the thing and pulls out a small packet of, like tea, I suppose. Yes, if you make a drink with this every day, it should help.
Every day.
Every day.
Alright.
And then if you need more, just come back to me.
Okay, thank you.
Was that everything? If you have more questions, I am always happy to answer. I know that this is a new experience for you.
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I think so.
He is a professional, so I'm sure you're in good hands.
Alright. Thank you.
Is Rosalind around as well? I would love to speak with her some more.
Yeah, she's just not feeling too well today, so she stayed.
I will deception check.
Your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Fucking liar.
Oh, whatever. I'm just
14.
going to go and speak
No,
to her and tell her
literally, I'm
everything
like-
that's happened, right?
14.
Oh, well, Agatha wants to do what she wants to do, I guess.
Cool. So she rolled above a 20, so 24.
Oh.
Agatha,
Yes?
sit down, please.
She made us promise not to lie, bro.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember our rule that we have between each other? Eyes up. Oui? What was the rule?
Don't tell lies.
Where is Rosalind? Eyes up.
With the Viscount.
I see.
There.
So the tea is not for you. And why is she with the Viscount? If this was such a simple liaison, I feel like you would not be lying to me about it. There is more here, is there not? Eyes up.
she's going to get married to him. To find out information and buy us time.
Information about what?
About all of this. About the magic and demons and...
And how does marrying the Viscount give her access to this information, Agatha? What are you not telling me?
He has her hand.
She's like, yeah, you just told me that.
I do not understand.
Her hand. But disconnected.
The ways you could have told this story.
Guys, come on!
Agatha's mind is messy again. Let's pick it
I've been
back.
crying for like an hour.
I'm sorry, what?
You know the ring that she wore?
The big ugly... Oui?
Well,
Is disconnecting her hand from her body.
He can't get the ring off, so he cut off her hand.
And now she is forced to marry him?
To save her brother.
No. What does her brother?
The Viscount was torturing him.
And you come to me with this now?
We only found out last night.
Last
And
night.
she only left this morning.
And that is when he cut off her hand?
No, that was on Monday.
The night of the ball.
Oh, the night of the ball, yeah.
So he has cut off Rosalind's hand, stolen a ring, kidnapped and tortured her brother?
Yes.
And you come here and you lie to me about it? I will speak to...
I just didn't want you to worry.
Well, I am a little more than worried now. No, we do not need to cry. I'm sorry, I am just, I am shocked and I am appalled and angry. Please dry your eyes. So he has taken her. Very well, we will return her. I will speak with him, he will see reason, and we will work this out.
I'm sorry.
Come, let's go. And she escorts you downstairs. Richard, we are leaving. We have an appointment with the Viscount Edward Sellingham.
I don't think that'll be any use.
Ah, Talia. And are you here to lie to me too?
No, I was going to tell you everything. Did you not tell her?
What I have now.
Well,
She chose to be there. And she was given the opportunity to come back safe and sound, and she didn't.
he has cut off her arm and grievously wounded her, no? And she is simply acting out of shock and self-preservation.
She is worried if she comes back that her brother will be killed.
We will simply march in there and...
Madam, do not...
Would men worse than the Viscount?
I don't think that that's true. And I am by no means judging your abilities, but he is more powerful than any of us. He has access to things that none of us do.
Like Rosalind has.
Yes, but more. Significantly more. When he took her the first time, they just disappeared. And they could do that again. And trust me, showing in and barging through the door hasn't worked the first time.
What do you suggest we do?
I don't know. That's all anybody's trying to figure out. To be honest, I'm just trying to figure out how to keep breathing, so...
Of course. This must be very difficult for you.
Can I stay here again?
Yes, of course you are. Both always welcome you, I have said that.
She didn't tell me.
She's a very, headstrong young lady, it seems. Come here, both of you. She gives you both big hugs. We will make this right somehow.
I don't know how we could possibly do that. Everybody's just talking about the long game and waiting it out, and we've got lots of time because big engagements take a long time, and I can't do a long time. I only just got her back.
You need to be as strong as your arms are. It is hard, but
I don't know if I can be that strong again.
I see it in you. You can be strong. You are strong.
Sorry.
No, it is okay. Well, you stay here and you spend some time just relaxing and decompressing, and then when we can all think more clearly, a plan will reveal itself to us. How you doing, Rosalind?
Have I got Archibald settled in a proper bedroom?
Sure. Yeah. And the Viscount explains that he's not allowed to leave the house at the moment. And that's the condition of his safety.
Of course. And the conditions of mine?
My dear, you are always safe around me. I will keep you safe.
I suppose we have business to discuss then.
Very well. What did you have in mind to begin with?
Well, you must understand I am most anxious to know when Archibald will be freed and what we are to tell him. I need to tell him something. I can't let him think he's going mad forever.
No, of course.
What we need is to come up with an answer to the questions that he's asking. Of me, of you, of all of it.
Yes. I believe I may be able to acquire an item that will allow us to modify your brother's memory so he forgets any of this ever happened.
I see.
We can fill his memories with simple day-to-day activities of searching for his father, as if that's how he spent his entire time. He can return to Bledlow none the wiser. It may take me a few days, but I believe it should work.
All right.
And it is a completely harmless procedure.
He will suffer no other ill consequences.
No, absolutely not.
Alright then. Do you suppose it might also serve to have him convinced he had given consent?
It may help our case with your mother, yes.
And you are quite convinced that we must return to Bledlow to do such a thing?
Absolutely, everything should be done in its proper manner. I am a Viscount, after all. I cannot be seen absconding off to Gretna Green.
Of course.
Everything will work out for the best.
I'm sure.
And I promise you, you will be happy with me. Not least because our realm will be safe. And I'm sorry to say, in the hands of your fathers, it clearly was not.
That's all I want. Is for everybody to be safe.
Likewise. Did you find out more about these cultists in the days since?
No. Did you?
Well, I was left with some interesting breadcrumbs, I suppose. The children, the orphanages I sponsor. So I have been, I've demanded an inquiry into their accounts and their ledgers of children there. Because I had no idea this was going on underneath my nose, so to speak.
Insight.
Sure.
So it's 16.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. Perhaps a visit to one of the orphanages might be in order. As your wife, I ought to be showing an interest in your charitable work.
Absolutely, yes.
I should like to visit myself and see the conditions.
Yes, they really are, I thought, were tremendously good places, orphanages. But, yes, clearly something untoward is happening there, and I would like to root that out. With you by my side, I'm sure we will get to the bottom of that. As for the rest that we saw, I presume you read the newspaper.
Yes, we had heard that they were putting it out about a fire.
Fire, yes. And
the other visitors of the ball were supposedly unarmed.
You'll remember the elder gentleman I spoke with, introduced you to, the collector.
The collector?
Yes. He had made an appointment to visit me, or I was visiting him, I forget which way it was, the next day. And so, of course, I did keep to that appointment. And, yes, there he was.
And he seemed himself?
Absolutely not. The man tried to kill me.
What?
Yes.
Insight. Shit, 5. Don't know anything.
Don't know.
What happened?
He, offered me wine, as one is wont to do, and, perhaps in my own, hubris, I accepted it. I was curious to see where things would go. Before I knew it, I was starting to feel rather woozy. So I simply killed the man. When I came to, a little while later, yes, his body, I suppose you could say, was still there, though it seemed to be a little bit shapeless, more sort of as if it had, yes, lost its shape, almost decomposed from the inside out. It was most graphic.
Sounds ghastly. And I don't suppose you've encountered anything like that before?
No. It was, yes, most kept my head down for the last couple of days to ascertain who else was at the party, so that I don't bump into anyone else, but I suspect they knew that I was not in the... had not become a victim of whatever dark arts they were performing and were perhaps attempting to clean up loose ends. Evidently they did not quite understand who they were running into, and so were woefully unprepared for my defences. But, yes.
Well, that is certainly a lot to look into.
Yes. I fear that whoever these people are serious indeed. If we do find your father, perhaps he can shed some insight into it, even if it did lead to his either demise or incapacitation. Perhaps he ran into a similar situation as I did, I fear.
Yes. Well, I believe he is alive, but the one thing we do know about them is that they were investigating these cultists too, so...
They were. Well, that is both good news and bad news then, I suppose. We are on the right path. But it's bad, I suppose, in that they perhaps were not quite aware of what they were running into as we are. Rosalind.
Yes.
I thought perhaps you,
Has he actually just...
No, I'm fucking with you.
No, you fucking go. Jesus Christ.
I thought I would return your ring to you, if you wish.
I thought you needed it.
Yes, I did.
And you've taken what you wanted from it.
I have, yes.
Insight. Specifically to see if it's going to hurt me when I touch it, or if he's, like, done something to it.
Choose
like
insight or
perception based on, like, looking at the ring.
well, choose insight or arcana.
Okay, they're the same, so... fuck me, 7.
Cool. Are you looking at him or the ring?
Ring.
Okay.
Well, sort of both.
You can pick one or the other. So you've chosen the ring. It looks like your father's ring. It looks the same. Intact, unharmed. I thought perhaps returning it to you would provide a little goodwill between us.
Yes. We are all in need of goodwill. More than anything else.
What are you?
I'll take it.
Okay. I'll switch straight in her
I'm
cup.
not putting it on though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank you.
Were you deceiving him then, or?
No, I was being honest.
Okay.
That's what we need between us.
Mhm. Sure. Let's roll persuasion then.
That's cocked.
Cocked.
Persuasion. 18.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very well.
Forgive me, my lord, but it has been a rather exhausting morning, and I should like to retire for an hour or so.
Of course. I trust your brother has settled into his new room.
Yes.
And you explained the limitations to him for now?
I have not, but I can. Of course.
Very well. I'm sure he'll be most accommodating.
Yes. I'll go upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Archibald, I guess.
Sure.
Archie,
Sister.
how are you?
better? I'm still confused.
Yes. I'm afraid that you may have to remain confused a little while longer, but hopefully a mere matter of days or hours.
Nothing is making sense to me. How are you involved in all of this? And Father, he wanted this marriage, but
He did.
I believe so. I told you so at the ball so long ago. But
Father was tied up in a great number of things. It's strange to see you again.
sorry, I'm terribly tired.
I think we just need to rest. The Viscount says you are not to leave the house alone, not for a few days at least.
I see.
Get some affairs in order. But
I see.
you are to be comfortable here now, and I am here, and I promise that I won't let anything bad befall you. He'll listen to me to an extent in this, I think, and I promise I'm getting you home soon.
That's where we'll end the episode.
Some